your characters didn't behave according to the way you wanted them to. And as marketers, one of the biggest things that we do is create conversations and stories with our consumers. So it's not really a question. I just want to understand your thought process and what you meant by the fact that they didn't adhere by whatever rules or science you had when you were creating those characters. So I just wanted more information on that.
I think you've hit on something there. Because the realization for me was that actually I wasn't creating those characters. That those characters already exist in a parallel universe. And I've been given the privilege of entering that universe and recording what I see. And perhaps this is the way we must approach our customers as well. Because of social media, now marketing is not a sermon from the mount. They're not just going to absorb what you say. They're actually going to react. And you have conversations. So which means you don't know where the conversation will go. So you have to have clarity in your mind of what you want to communicate with your brand. That will actually make the conversation go in the direction that you want it to.
Yeah, point. Thanks.
Okay. How much time do we have? Should we start the panel? No?
Yeah, I guess we can take exactly one more question, or we can just wrap up.
Okay. Someone right at the back.
Just
right at the back,
bencher.
Yes, go ahead. Quickly,
Right at the back
microphone there, and then we'll wrap.
Okay.
Hi, Amish.
Hi.
My name is Karthik. I am from FMCD company.
Hi, Karthik.
My question to you is, when are you planning to launch the film?
The film?
Yes. When can we see this book, Meluha,
Okay.
on a bigger picture? And I'm sure most of the marketers here would be interested in doing some cross-promotion or some barter deal.
No, you can't have an FMCG brand in, inside 4,000 years ago.
That we can decide later on.
No, but the movie, the deal has been contracted. Dharma Productions, Karan Johar's company, they are working on it. So initially it was just for the first book. Now they've contracted the entire trilogy. So it will be a series of movies. And they're working on the script right now. So hopefully a movie will come out soon, a movie worthy of Lord Shiva. Inshallah. Okay, and sorry, should we?
My question was in fact about, hi Amish,
Hi.
Manu.
Hi.
So my question was in fact about the same thing that the gentleman just asked. Do you think that it's an easy stepping stone for an author to go to Bollywood and be successful? Because as all of us know that Bollywood is worshipped as a religion in India. So what's your perspective on that? Do you think it's an easier stepping stone? Because we see a lot of authors going that route. Just wanted to check your opinion on that.
Look, where I will be 5 years from now, I don't know. If someone had asked me 5 years back that I'll be a full-time author, I would have probably laughed. But at least at this point in time, I'm very clear. I'm basically a writer of books. Creatively, writing scripts is not as satisfying as writing a book. Because remember, you're not the decision maker if you're a script writer. The decision maker is the director, as it should be. You can't make a movie by committee. There has to be one decision maker, which ideally should be the director. Otherwise, you have chaos. But in a book, the decision maker is the author. So creatively, of course, writing a book is far more satisfying. Even monetarily, if your book sells in good enough numbers, actually you end up making more money from the book. Because remember, in a movie, there's an entire team. 300, 400 people have to share the money that's generated from a movie. In a book, it's just a publisher and an author. So there aren't that many creative people. So at least as of now, I'm very clear I'm happier writing books, more creatively, but even monetarily, it's not a bad decision. Yeah. I'm a banker, so some pragmatic thoughts will come.
You get the chance to be with him on the panel, Cocoon.
Okay. She's going to get a bat out. Huh?
Oh, okay. What does the author like to do? Does he like to read the book or read from a Kindle?
What does the author like to do?
Yes.
Kindle or book?
What do you read?
Look, I'm a brand ambassador of Kindle, so I'll have to say, I love the Kindle. All of you buy the Kindle right now. No, I read on physical and on Kindle. I think the main thing about Kindle is when I'm traveling actually, because earlier I used to carry books along, which is a headache. Main thing is in traveling, and I used to buy a lot of foreign books, which are actually hugely expensive. because I would buy from Amazon US or any other website in US or UK, and it would take 2-3 weeks to come, and it was horrendously expensive. But on an ebook, it becomes far cheaper. But on Indian books, I tend to, because I tend to buy most of my books either on recommendations from my family, because everyone in my family reads a lot, or while browsing in bookstores. So then you just tend to just pick up a physical book.
Wow, that was a great brand integration. Yeah. Thank you. And we've been speaking about the experience, we've been speaking about the emotions that you need to connect with as far as the consumers are concerned, and our Luminous panel is going to be talking about the science and story and the experience. But before I call on the esteemed panelists, we'd like to acknowledge your presence by calling on Mr. Pradeep Dwivedi to offer a token of appreciation on behalf of the Exchange for Media Group for you having taken the time.
Thank you.
And the audience can continue